It's now time for chocolate, and no one can say otherwise. Any season, cold or warm, is an occasion to feature a chocolate treat. In Belgium, chocolate is king. The small kingdom is characterized by many renowned artisans, and a few sovereign houses specialized in the subject. Gala is one of them. It's in the region of Liege, in Vaux-sous-Chevremont, that the master chocolatier has set up his workshop for over 40 years. It was in June of 1976 that I started my chocolate shop with a large artisanal stick of chocolate, and 40 years later, the chocolate stick is still here. But other products too, like tablets, pralines, and other wonderful things. After being immersed in the universe of Swiss chocolate to discover all the secrets and win the title of Best Pastry Chef of Belgium, the passion for chocolate was forever etched in the heart of Jean Gala, during his time working with the precious material at Le Nôtre, the famous French caterer and pastry house. His working habits and discipline earned the master chocolatier a spot in the very exclusive circle, the Association of Belgian Warrant Holders, a rare title he's worn with pride non-stop since 1994.
I
think one of the advantages of my workshop is to have a vision of Belgian, Swiss and French chocolate that are each so different. Then take the best of each while respecting the image of Belgian chocolate. The strong point of the House of Gala, in addition to the taste of its incomparable chocolate, is the innovation and the constant focus on perfection, a philosophy that the former student of Gaston Le Nôtre embraces. A perfect example is the making of his Mendiant. Of course, we have an expertise and recipes, but what's most important is the philosophy. The most important thing is rigor, perfection. Outside of perfection, we're not worth a thing. And on the other hand, we have to accept machines to a point. Mr. Le Nôtre would say, I want to use all the machines on the condition that they do not change my recipe and do not change the quality. So our chocolates are packaged thanks to a machine because it's better than by hand. But on the other hand, there are still other things that are done manually. For example, our white chocolate and pistachio stick is one of our best sellers. Well, each pistachio is hand-selected to only keep the best. We have an almond paste stick. Each almond cluster is added by hand to the stick. The last example, in 1979, I created the Liege coffee stick. At the time, we made small creams in 30-kilo batches. Today, 30 years later, we still make our small creams in 30-kilo batches. Because to have quality, we must limit ourselves to make only 30 kilos of creams. These little red brick houses hide the workshop that holds these chocolate treasures in the making. We're off to meet an artisan turned master, an expert that delights the most refined palates with her famous bars, filled with the most delicious pralines and marzipan. She pours a delicious topping of caramelized praline on the fresh almond paste. That makes all the difference in the marzipan milk stick. We enter the heart of production and reveal how it's made. Cowrie, another creation by Gala, is a baguette of chocolate dipped like a brush in 3 little aroma pots for 48 possible taste choices. No finesse with chocolate without a careful selection of cocoa beans. It is true that we select our beans. For example, we have a praline with Sao Tome cocoa. The beans from Sao Tome are marvelous. In 1822, the first cocoa farmers arrived from America to Africa and stopped on the island of São Tomé. Almost 200 years later, these cocoa beans are one with the soil, like a Merlot is one with Bordeaux soil or Pinot Noir with Bourgogne. And here, these São Tomé beans are marvelous, but they're difficult to work with because they're quite acidic. But when they're well handled, thanks to the cream, well, you have a marvelous chocolate. We also have cocoa beans from Madagascar that are also great, and we have developed a tablet, in part with Madagascar chocolate, and 2 other origins. And together, it gives us what we call an exceptional dark, because it really has an exceptional taste.
Le noir d'exception parce que vraiment, il a un goût exceptionnel.
If the star product of the House of Gala remains the praline milk stick, released in 1976, and is still a bestseller 40 years later, each season sees its round of novelties: ephemeral macaroons and new pralines, a delicious Belgian chocolate treat with incomparable finesse.
D'abord, c'est dans nos gènes. On adore faire les choses d'abord différemment.
First, it is in our genes. We love doing different things from other chocolatiers. We love to innovate, and we have a very competent team from France, Canada, and Belgium who are incredibly talented. So today, we're able to create new products. Each year, there are 2 new macaroons that join the selection in the spring and in autumn. We have new tablets, like our most recent matcha chocolate, with a crunchy side. We also have new bars each year, and in September, we launch 4 new pralines.
Au mois de septembre, nous lançons 4 nouvelles pralines.
Not forgetting the collaborations with creators like designer Jean-Paul L'Espagnat, who designed the 40th anniversary box for Gala, or his long-time partnership with the illustrator of Geluck Cat, Philippe Geluck.
Nous sommes en 1989.
We're in 1989, and I want to continue to grow. I want to stay independent. I don't have a lot of money, so I used the national mantra, union is our force, and went looking for an image I could associate with our chocolate. I already loved humor. I liked what Philippe Geluck did, so I contacted him and asked him if he would develop a chocolate product with his cat. And he said yes right away. We worked together for 6 years to develop this product that we launched in 1995, and it was a huge success. Always looking for new ideas, the chocolatier continues to diversify his projects, notably with a new concept, a chocolate bar and his unforgettable treat, the chocolate waffle, and a new version of a Belgian classic, waffles with fruit. We're in front of the chocolate bar, which is a new concept that we developed. It wasn't possible until now to get hot chocolate in winter and iced chocolate in summer. Now you get your hot chocolate and drink it in the street, and also ice cream and wonderful waffles filled with pralines or chocolate. And the chocolate waffle is crispy and really soft on the inside. A concept that will be developed in shopping malls, notably at Docks, Brussels, in the heart of the capital. With so many treats in all colors and all flavors, what better reason to take a chic and chocolatey break?